Hello guys. So welcome to our next video. In this video, we will be creating our first React application. So we will see what do we need in order to create our React application. So first of all, you need to install Node.js, which will be used to run the React application. All right. So let's just go to your browser and just type in download Node.js. All right. So most likely that will be the first thing. You can ignore this area. This is because I am using some Chrome extension. So you will not be seeing this. So this will be your first link. You will go to that. And on the download section, you will choose the installer as per your operating system. If you're using Windows, so you will go with that. If you're using Mac OS, you will go with that. And the process will be similar. You will just be doing next, 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 and it will be downloaded. So you will choose here where you want to download your installer, and you will run it, and then it will be pretty much install your Node.js. You will just be doing next, next, and you won't be making any changes. The process is similar for Windows, Mac, Linux, whichever operating systems you are following. There are other variations if you are following some 32-bit or other architecture. So afterwards, how do you verify that you have installed Node? You will do node dash v or node dash dash version. So so you can see it's showing me 14.17.6. Obviously, you will be seeing the latest version. I guess it's 18.16 right now. I am just using an older version for now, but I will change it. Don't worry about it. So yeah, this is if this commands work. So if you show the version number and it doesn't tell you that the command is not found, so then it is fine. Basically, if it shows the version, it is fine. Okay. And similarly, you will see that npm-v and npx-v, all of these commands will be working for you, which means that Node.js is installed properly. All of these CLIs, these are called the CLI command line interface. These Node, npm, and npx, these are installed in your computer. All right. So, which is required to create your React application, to create and run your first React application. So, how now? What are we going to do is you will create your first application by running npx create react app first react app. So basically this is coming from what we install right now, Node, and create react app is by Facebook. You can say you have to use this CLI. It creates a basic React application, and this is the name of your application. You can change it. You can write my react app, my first tab, or anything, any word, anything that you want. Okay, in small letters, I'll say, and yeah. So I'll suggest now. You will open your command prompt, and you can say you will go into the directory that you want, and you can there you can just I'm just going into the folder OWS, and then inside it there is a folder called meta, and then I will run this command npx. I will copy this command, and I will uh, run it. Even if it is if you are in Windows, you can use command prompt to run this command. If you are in Linux, you can use terminal. All right. So it will set up our React application in a while. So you don't have to worry about it. Make sure you have a stable internet connection. It will set up all of the setup, and it will set up your first React app itself. You have to just wait a couple of minutes as it says here, and make sure you have Node installed prior to running this command. Otherwise, you may get error that npx is not found. All right. Let's just wait for it to be finished. Now I'm pausing the video till it's running. So now, guys, the setup is completed, and you can see that it has created our application plus React app. It's giving some information. It says that inside that directory, you can run several commands. It has shared a couple of commands that we can use. By directory, it means the folder. So folder directory is the same thing. It has basically created the first React tab. So first we will go into that folder. We will do cd first React tab and we'll just do npm start, which is like the first command that it gave. We will go through the other commands later sometime. You don't have to worry about them for now. We will do cd first React tab. I've just clicked the tab. So it added this for me and I will press enter and I can run npm start here, but I would prefer using my VS Code, opening this project in VS Code. So like let's open new window and let's open this project by doing open folder and going to that project that we created. It was this first React tab and we have opened it over here. Now we can open the terminal or inside, right inside VS Code. Make sure you have VS Code installed as well. If you don't have it installed, I would appreciate that you install it as well. Okay. So okay, yeah. So this is how your terminal will be appearing. Now here, if you are in Windows as well, you will see we will go to terminal and click on your terminal as well. It will be same as it is in Mac. Now similarly, we are in this directory, so we don't have to do any CD or something like that. We can just directly do npm start. All right. Okay, it says the port is taken, so you will not see this error. You are seeing this error. I will not skip the video. I will keep showing you this because it says it tries to run on port 3000, but it is already taken. It will try to run on another port. I will just do Y. So I just click on Y and press and no need to press enter as well. It will try to run it on another port. So it chose 3002. So now it is running, trying to run our application, and yeah, so it has run our application. So yeah, it was a little bit different. What you will see in another tutorial that when they start run the application, it will automatically be running on 3000. But I don't think it was a very much complicated thing for you. You understood it, all right? So this is how your first React application will look like. So now we will move towards the file structure and features like hot reloading. So let's just say what is hot reloading. Um, so so basically in your SRC, in your app.js, this is your app.js. So for example, if you go over here, it also tells you that edit SRC app.js and save to reload. If you have worked on other web applications, usually you have to restart the server when you make any changes. But in case of React, we don't. I edited this file and saved it. So you see there is this gray dot if I press, if I save it or control S or command S, whatever. So it will automatically, the server is restarted automatically. I don't have to do anything. If I go over here, I don't have to refresh this page. I don't have to refresh this page. I did not click on this. It is automatically updated. So this feature is called hot reloading. All right. I can remove this line and save it so it will be updated automatically as well. You see it is removed as well. Again, now we will go through the file structure of React application, fresh React application. So you can see this package JSON and package log JSON are common in across many different Node.js, JavaScript projects. If they are in Angular, Node, Vue, all of them have these files. So what package JSON is, basically it contains the dependencies. Dependencies are the packages that we require to run our application. We will be adding more dependencies. So, but for now, we won't be adding them. So they have the dependencies names, dependencies, packages, and libraries. So they are used interchangeably. Our application. So you can say that I want a dependency to download, a package to download, a library to download. They all mean the same thing. That it will enter. It will come over here. The package name as well as the version number. So you can see these are not the exact number version numbers, they say that there can be up to some version or less than, or so some kind of semantic versioning, you can say. These hats and tilde signs are there usually. So basically, but so if there is a new version available, it will try to download the updated version. So here comes the job of package log JSON, which basically creates a snapshot of the current versions that are installed in the application. It will contain the exact version number of which React version is installed, which version of React DOM is installed, and which version of React scripts installed. You don't have to know each and every one of them. What are they? I'm just telling you, it contains the exact version number over here. So next time you will use package log JSON, so your application works fine. And maybe in the newer version, your application breaks. So this package log file will be very helpful. Okay, that's why package log is utilized. So it is very messy. You won't have to know what is going on over here. Then there is readme.md file. It contains the default instruction how to run the project. In every React project is available. You can go through it. And then there is .gitignore file. So basically, it automatically creates a Git repository out of the box when you set up your first React application. And this is the gitignore file. So basically, if you don't know about Git, you can learn about Git in I have created a video on my YouTube channel. It's in English as well. So I will link that video in the description. You can find that in the description of this video. You can find that tutorial. So gitignore, it's basically what it does is it will ignore all the files. It will not include the files which are in this written in this file. So node modules is ignored. So what is node modules? So, and apart from that, there are a lot of other files that we don't have already here, but for later they may be, it has already over in it. So node modules is basically, so these are, so they are related to package log and package JSON. They had the version names and numbers. So basically the actual library or the package is actually installed in node modules. So you see, it's a very lengthy and long project. So and you don't so you don't have to worry about what's inside, and you won't make any changes, any code inside here. So you see, it's not even pushed on GitHub or Git because it is in Node Git ignore. That's why it's gray as well. Okay, and you see, so you might also question, you might also think that there are a lot like less than 10 packages over here, and there are a lot of packages over here. So how come that is so? So that's because, for example, this library may be depending upon other libraries, and they may be depending upon further other libraries. So that's why they the and in at the end we get a lot of libraries in the node module. So you don't have to worry about them. So, and then there is this public folder, which basically contains the assets of the project. It can contain the images and the fonts and the icon file it has, and it has the index or HTML file, which is the entry point. We don't usually work in the public folder as well. We just work in the SRC. Okay. Now in this public folder, one interesting thing that I would like to point out is that in this HTML file, the head is very similar, which you already know from your HTML background. It's HTML, plain HTML, and nothing fancy. Its extension is HTML, and so is the content. You can come to you see there is a starter React app. You can say, you can change it to my first React app and save it. And you can also see there is this in the body, there is this only other one thing only div. There is nothing else. You can ignore this is for if the JavaScript is not running to old browsers. It is for them. It only has one tag. So let's go to Chrome. You see the title has changed, my first React app, and let's go to inspect. And you see there is just only div, but it also has now this part. So we only had id is equal to root in our HTML file. So this is basically added because of one more because of this index.js file. You see, in index.js file, we are creating a root. We are using React DOM.create root. We are doing get element by id root. So this is the normal JavaScript syntax. If you remember, we are we are targeting this root, and we are attaching our app component to this root. So this is basically mounting. This is called mounting our application. We are mounting our app component at this point at root. So that is where we get this uh, these tags and this HTML inside our root component. All right. So yeah, so now we can move forward. Understanding index.html, our application mounts. It is also set up and view file on there. Won't be pushed on GitHub. I have covered this as well. View files and folders. So like node modules will not be pushed. And but so here's a quick question for you: that package.json and package log, should they be pushed on GitHub? So the answer is yes, they will be pushed on GitHub as well, and .git ignore will be pushed as well. But node modules will not be pushed. So next time when you clone this project from GitHub, you can just do npm install, and it will use these two files and it create the node folder already, node module folder for you in the new project. Okay, so I guess that was about it for this video. So at the end, I will say that I have created a Discord community for you guys where you can share your progress and discuss your queries. And if you have any doubts, you can ask over there. And if there you will be working, turning along the like-minded people, and you will be helping each other as well. So yeah, and I will be looking after that community as well. So yeah, see you in the next video. Goodbye.